Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to break down a product description, of all things, to see how it tells a brilliant story. It's a classic setup, really, a common problem, and a very, very specific solution designed to create that perfect outdoor space we all dream of. Let's dive in.
You know, every good story needs a villain, right? And the story of our backyards is no exception. The product description we're looking at here gives the bad guy a name right away. The outdoor hosting hassle. It's that nagging feeling, you know the one, that even when you have a great patio, something just feels missing. This is step one in a classic marketing strategy. Clearly define the problem.
And it kicks off by asking a question that just gets right to the point. This is such a simple but really powerful way to connect with someone. It makes you pause for a second and think about your own backyard. You start asking yourself, does it? Is it really living up to its potential? Okay, now this is where the magic really starts to happen. They've identified the problem, and now they're going to agitate it. They validate that feeling of incompleteness with these super relatable frustrations. I mean, who hasn't felt the pain of running back and forth to the kitchen a million times? Or battled rusty furniture? These little details make the problem feel incredibly real, shared, and frankly, really annoying.
So once we've established the villain of our story, the hassle, it's time for the narrative to introduce the hero. This is that perfect pivot from the problem to the promise of a solution. All that tension has been built up, and now we're ready for the big reveal.
And here we go. The Maxnice outdoor cabinet isn't positioned as just another piece of furniture. Oh no, it's framed as the answer. They use these strong, descriptive words like meticulously engineered centerpiece to immediately signal that this is a premium, carefully designed fix for all those frustrations we were just talking about.
But look, a great story needs more than just promises. It needs some cold, hard proof. This next section is all about the how. How exactly does this product solve those problems? Well, the answer lies in its specific, tangible features. Let's take a look.
Now this is brilliant. It directly connects the technical stuff to the real-world benefits. It's not just 304 stainless steel. It's what that means for you. Years of resisting rust and weather. It's not just an integrated sink, it's the end of that annoying back-and-forth marathon to the house. Every feature is a direct counterattack to a specific pain point.
The material itself is a huge selling point. The description doesn't just say stainless steel, it specifies 304 because that particular grade is famous for being incredibly durable against the elements. That one little detail just screams quality and longevity. It tells you this is a serious investment, not some temporary fix.
And then you've got this, the CE certification. Now this might seem like a tiny detail, but it's a really powerful signal of trust. It tells the buyer, hey, this thing wasn't just slapped together in a shed. It meets strict international standards for safety and quality, which gives you incredible peace of mind. It's a subtle but really effective way to remove risk from the equation.
And the focus on real-world functionality just keeps going, hitting on those daily annoyances. That built-in sink, it means you are completely self-sufficient when you're cooking outside. The non-porous surface, that takes care of the hygiene problem. The takeaway is simple, but it's so powerful, you get to spend more time enjoying your space and way less time just maintaining it.
And now the story makes another fantastic shift. Okay, so we've seen the features, we get the quality. But the story isn't really about the cabinet, it's about what the cabinet enables. We're moving away from the logical reasons to buy and into the emotional ones. This is all about transforming your entire lifestyle.
This is a huge emotional payoff. It's not about owning a thing, it's about becoming someone. The product gives you the tools to be the kind of host you've always wanted to be. You know, effortless, totally prepared, and actually present with your guests, instead of being stuck running in and out of the house. Next up, a very practical long-term benefit. This isn't just a purchase, it's an investment. The product description positions a high-quality outdoor kitchen as a real asset that adds tangible, measurable value to your property. Suddenly, that price tag starts to feel a lot more justifiable.
And this is where the story connects the physical product to what really matters, creating memories. It's about all the family barbecues, the parties with friends, those quiet evenings outside, all made easier and better by this one central piece. It's selling you the future that you actually want for yourself and your family. And finally, it touches on the aesthetic transformation. Your backyard is no longer just some separate outdoor area. It becomes a seamless, beautiful extension of your indoor living space, which elevates the entire feel of your home.
So, as we pull all these threads together, the narrative hits its powerful conclusion. It has perfectly walked us through the problem, agitated that problem, and then presented the solution. It gave us the proof and painted this incredibly vivid picture of a transformed lifestyle.
And this quote just wraps it all up perfectly. It elevates the product from being just an object to something foundational, something aspirational. It's the starting point for a bigger dream. And wow, that is incredibly compelling stuff.
And so we end right where we started, with a question. But this time, it's totally different. It's not about what's wrong. It's about what could be right. It leaves you, the listener, to just imagine the possibilities. And that, right there, is the mark of a truly effective story.